We are here out in the Mojave Desert today at one of the club claims, actually more than one of the club claims. There's like about 8 of the club claims up here. 2 different clubs. I belong to both of them. Mainly placer. There is some load up here, but those they're kind of played out, I guess, for lack of a better term. But there's definitely some dry washing up here, definitely still metal detecting. Every time I come up, somebody's saying, hey, we pulled a multi-gram this or that out of here. So I'm not going to be doing any dry washing today. I'm just going to run the metal detector around. So we're heading up the wash here, and see here somebody was dry washing. They were pulling this little section down. With this, always detect their tailings just in case they miss something. And then we're going to head back up and see if we could find the source of what people have been pulling out of here. This is what it sounds like when the 6000 goes over something. That's the tone change. Well, there's the first find of the day. And it took that hole to get to it. So, unfortunately, this one's not going to go in the record books. Yep, so here we go. Another piece of birdshot. I'm a bunch of those in now. Not just birdshot, but little pieces of iron, and I've reached the edge of the claim. So got to head in a different direction right now. I think this one is the northwest corner. And they mark all the club claims up here, and all claims in general. You got to have them. So you can see all these running up in the hillside here. And yeah, I mean, do your research. It could be an abandoned claim, but you certainly don't want to strike it rich on someone else's claim. Could you imagine? And then over here, you can actually see, look up here, there we go. There's one of the drift mines, and there's one down below it. Yeah, I mean, join the clubs. They're pretty cool. So as I'm scrambling up these hillsides, I look down, and there is the black Jeep of Keene Engineering. So glad I brought my Keene hat today, and we'll have to go down there and see what they're cooking up. So we're here with Mark Keene and Pat Keene and
John Lowe
and everybody, and they are testing out a new dry washer that's built. Is it built on the 140?
No. It's kind of like our DW2 dry washer, but the whole goal was to make it light. You know, it's kind of funny, as Patrick and I get older, we need to go lighter.
Yeah, the DW2 always worked really good. It was always a great machine.
It was a kick-ass machine.
Yeah.
And we had it refined to the T. But this heavy. Will have a lot more capacity. It's lighter. It's got folding legs that actually fold all the way up into it. The hopper lays down on the tray.
See, that just folds up.
And it uses a bike motor. But what's nice about this machine is we can change the speed. We can change the stroke, which we're actually changing the frequency of how the material goes down. And we can adapt it to any different type of material, whether it's a real rocky granular material like it is right now, down to a loamy fine silt where we'll lessen the stroke and speed up the RPM a bit.
Nice.
So with the different combination of just the adaptability to any different type of material condition is what this machine is all about.
And what do you think, how many pounds do you think you knocked off of the previous model? Half?
Yeah.
So you're coming in at...
No. Yeah. We were about 48 pounds. We're right at about 25 pounds.
Wow. So
no, I meant the amount of material we...
Oh. So, but easily backpackable, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It just folds up so nice.
And then once we make the molds for the lower box, we built to take out a little bit more light, and without all the brackets, without all the shit that we changed on it, and tore stuff off, re-riveted stuff back on.
Oh God, it's been a
But you know what? It's a learning thing, and we're learning from experiencing it and using it and dialing it in.
Every time we've gone out, we made changes. I see a change on the bumper we got to do, but we just made the hopper shorter, which my friend John recommended, and I love it. I love the fact that it's smaller and more compact. Patrick and I, we're changing the stroke on it, and I don't know what I like best, but I mean, overall, I think we're ready to make our tooling.
Yeah, and also the multiple flaps on the bottom gives it a much better, steadier airflow than all the air swirling around and then being shoved through one hole. It's all coming up evenly through the whole bottom of the box. So we're actually getting a little better action in the tray itself. And there's dead air spaces at the bottom of all the riffles.
Which is the key, right?
Yeah, the dead air space.
And I like the handy handle that you can move it around really easy.
Yeah, but that's got to be changed and it's got to be curved. So when we fold down the hopper, it gets down as low and as compact as possible.
Well, it certainly looks refined. Like you said, it's adaptability, just like the Mini Max, right? It's like 3 tools in one.
Yeah.
And it looks like this right here looks like this is just to keep the tailings from getting into the works there.
The rotating mechanism.
Yeah,
You know, I think at some point that this machine is going to outsell everything else because you don't have to bring an engine with you. You don't have to deal with the hose. You got a lightweight battery pack, like if you're using the double Makitas, like we're experimenting now, or a small little 25 or 35 amp hour garden tractor battery, which is called a U1, which is like 6 inches by 7 inches by 5 inches.
Battery.
Or a lithium battery.
Yeah.
We like the lithium.
Very nice.
It's half the weight.
Because we don't like carrying shit.
Yeah. And if you notice about batteries, I think this is interesting, but if you take a 100 amp battery and you run the dry wash, you're going to go like probably 80 hours. Okay. If you run, let's say, a 100 amp lead acid battery, you're going to go maybe 20 hours. There's a huge difference. If that lead acid, you can pull it down about 20%, and then it starts to slow down. Lithium ion, all the way down, it gives you that full 12.7 volts.
Constant voltage, constant current, all the way to the end.
Right batteries, and that's why we're playing with this is just something we made up in our shop, but we'll make it all pretty and look bitchin'.
Oh yeah.
But it's really more of a do-it-yourself thing there.
Yeah, if we could have a little tiny ditty bag with the batteries and the holders and the digital pulse controller all built into one, something super lightweight, like a little bag you can just throw on the side of the hole, plug it in and go.
And get it out there.
Everything's working good now, man. I'm excited.
So we're in February right now. When do you guys propose, or when do you think it's going to actually be available?
For the end of this month.
End of the month, okay.
Yeah.
I'm saying 2 months.
2 months?
Pat's probably right.
So check back,
I'm trying to be
right? Don't check.
By the time we make the mold and by the time it starts spitting parts.
Yeah, but we got Salute back, so he can probably whip out a mold like
a day or two.
In a week, within a week, and get a part within 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well,
so,
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, so check back off to Keene Engineering.
I'm excited.
Yeah. And
and go to Keene's Facebook and
you can kind of follow the progress.
Yeah.
www.keeneng.com, and you can check out some of the videos and some of our test results and kind of follow us along as we develop this machine.
Yeah. Well, we're going to call it a day here, head down the mountain. So, unfortunately, nothing with the GPX 6000. Found a bunch of little small pieces of iron and one big nail and a couple pieces of birdshot. It does it well. It finds it for sure, but no nuggets this time. Got to see the new Keene dry washer in action, the prototype at least. I got my Keene hat. They're good stuff. They don't pay me for anything. I don't get a penny off of anything they sell, but I will tell you they do make some good stuff.